Good morning, it's Shannon at Pickin Boots Vintage, and I'm going to talk with you today about the Dixie Belle line patina. Get my apron on. All right. This is what I have created with the Dixie Belle Patina line. It used to be a really light peach color with hot pink boots, and now he's pretty cool. So today I'm going to show you how to do this look, but I'm going to do it on my newly acquired lion. Okay. The lion, when I bought him, was already kind of this color. I went ahead and put on one coat of the iron already just to have a head start so we didn't have to wait for that dry time. Generally when you do the patina, you're going to put on 2 coats. So I wanted to have a jump start on that. There are 3 different patina paints. They are the iron, the bronze, and the copper. Now these, these are the 3 colors, and then we have the activator, which comes in blue and green. In the paint, there's actual little pieces of metal. So before you use it, you make sure you want to shake it really good and make sure that you get all the metal chunks mixed up. And then you spray on the colors. Now, each combination makes a different color. So we're going to play today because I'm a fan of the patina line. I don't have a favorite. I like to mix them all. I like to maybe have a little bit of rust, maybe a little of the green patina, maybe some of the blue patina. I can kind of guide it, but I can't control it because it is a chemical reaction. But let me just grab this. Here at the shop, I've created this board where I've incorporated the color and the color of the paint and then the color of the patina spray. So you can kind of see what reaction you'll get. Now this is just a baseline. It won't be perfect because it depends on how heavy hand you put on the paint. Is the patina spray, does it pool up? But we'll talk about that a little later. But let's get started with our liner. Let me put him back. All right, so I love the rust color. Rust. So what rust is iron and the green spray. You can apply the paint with either a regular brush, a sponge brush, or you can use a rag. My tool of choice is the brush because I like to put it on in uneven layers because when I do that, it creates a texture. So I'm just kind of going up and down. When I go up and down, it's kind of leaving some thicker areas and then some thinner areas because I don't want it to be all the same. So I'm just going to patina with the iron color on his side. You're going to notice today that I am not going to put one coat over the whole thing. I'm going to layer, texture, and even after I put this layer on, I might even do another layer because the more layers, the more authentic it's going to look. So I have some iron on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some green. What this is going to do is going to cause a chemical reaction with the iron paint. And this color right here is going to turn to a really rusty color, pure rust. If you notice on my pig, let me see if I can get him a little closer. There's a couple colors of the rust. This is because it was put on thicker or maybe a second coat. And you can see all the depths of the rust color you can achieve. When you're putting your layers on and you spray, obviously he's standing up so it's going to drip, which is fine. If it was outside and it was raining and the rust, it's going to drip. If you prefer not to have drips, you can either lay it on its back or you can just stand here with a cloth and kind of catch the drips. Okay, so I use my iron. Now I want to get some of that blue color. So I look at my chart, and the blue is the bronze with the blue spray. So let me get my bronze, and I'm going to get a fresh brush. Now I've already shook it, but I'm just going to do it again, just because I want to make sure that I get all the metal evenly separated around. Make sure that you put your lid on all the way when you shake. All right. That is why you wear an apron. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I want to put maybe a little blue down his mane. And you'll notice again, I'm not really painting it on, I'm kind of stippling it. I want to have it deep, dark, in depth here. So I'm going to put this on, and I could even go over a little bit of where I had my iron. So if you can see that, this is just creating more depth. All right, so I showed you that you can spray with the bottles that come with the patina line, but I also use the misting bottles. This will give you a finer mist of the spray and it won't be so thick. So I'm going to spray this on my paint and it's going to activate. And you'll start, as you're watching, you'll see the chemical reaction start to change. Now it does take about 2 to 4 hours to get the complete reaction. However, this kind of will give you a basis of what it's going to start to look like. What I'll do is when I'm done with this live, I'll post some pictures at the bottom so you can see the final project. All right, so let's play some more. I'm going to get out the copper paint, and the copper will give you a really pretty green undertone, the green look. Okay, so let's put some green on right over here on the side. The good news is if you do create an area that you don't like, you just simply add some more patina paint over it and create a different look. Again, I'm going to layer a little bit on where I have already the bronze and the iron, because sometimes you don't know what you'll create. You'll just create some really cool, interesting, different looks. Okay, so this with a little bit of the blue mist, and you can see already how it's turning a little bit blue. And because I love the patina so much, I go ahead and add a little green too. Not over all of it, just some of it, just to get that depth. All right, let's see. Ooh, pretty cool. I'm gonna add some more green here. I don't know how well the camera's picking this up, but if you can see the different shades and different tones of the rust and patina. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to paint a little bit more, but I'm going to tell you how I found this lion. My husband just recently turned 50, so we had a surprise birthday party for him. We planned it within about a week. He specifically told me no parties, but if anybody knows me, I don't really listen very well. Anyway, so I was throwing a party for my husband, and we needed some outdoor cushions because in Florida, this between the sun and the rain and the humidity and all the other elements, not everything holds up well. So I was going through Old Time Pottery, because if you know Old Time Pottery, that's the best place to get cushions. They have the biggest selection and the best price. So as I'm walking around Old Time Pottery, I found the cushions I was looking for, but I came across him. I walked by him, he was looking at me, and I decided, no, I don't need it. I'm here for cushions, and I walked away. Well, as I'm circling around looking for more cushions, I ran into my friend again, and I decided I had to have them. So I figured that this guy would be perfect for the patina. I didn't know exactly I was going to do it live, but I think, let me use the blue. I think by doing it live, I can share with you all, and maybe you can have a cup of coffee, sit down, relax, get your mind off what is going on out there, and be introduced to the line if you're not already introduced to it. This side is really starting to come together. Look at the depth, look at the different colors. I am a firm believer that you need every one of these products. Do you? No. If you just want the rust color, you get the green spray and the iron paint. But I think if you want a true, realistic looking patinaed object, you kind of need all of them. All right, so now I'm going to add some green and iron over some of the copper that I just did, and we're going to let him sit for a second. This one right here, I think where we started, he needs a little bit more. Now I'm putting more iron over the iron that I've already applied. What this will do is this will create a deeper, richer, more authentic looking rust, because rust is not all the same shade. All right, so we'll let that start to chemically react. Real quick, while he is chemically reacting, I want to talk to you about some of the line here. Had this been metal, I would have wanted to start with Prime Start. The Prime Start is simply a layer between your project and the patina line paint. It will protect your rust from going through to your object. So it'll stop the rust on the surface and it will not get through to your object. So if I was painting, if he was metal, I wouldn't have to worry about him rusting if I started with the Prime Start. Okay. When I'm finished and I achieve the look that I want, I can seal it with either the patina guard, which is made specifically for the patina line, or I can use gator hide. But keep in mind, it will change the color of your patina. I noticed it, and another customer came in and noticed it too, that once we got the look that we were looking for, we put the coating on and it did change the color just a little bit. So before you put this on your whole project, test an area, make sure that's the look you want. Okay. Hey Debbie, I can see some of the people that are logging in. Anyway, so as he's turning, you can look, if you can see down here, his legs, you can see the different depths of the colors. You really see the blue here and a lot of the rust here. You don't have to apply it to your whole piece, which is key. You want it to look realistic. I have a door over here that some of you can see. If you're on Facebook, you can see it. If you're on my Instagram feed, you probably can't see it because it's not the wide view. I've been playing with different layers of the patina. You know, it looks in shambles and kind of a hodgepodge or a hot mess, but I was testing different areas to get different looks. One of the things that I really love, if you can see that, I'm not sure, is I did the patina and then I put some white paint over it, and then the rust color started to come through, so it looks really authentic. Love, love, love it. Okay, here's another project that I did. Let me put this up here. This was way back when I first started playing with it. One of the fellow Dixie Belle representatives, I can't remember the name, I apologize. She created, looks like a tailgate, a rusted tailgate, using the patina line. And this is simply just a board. Eventually I would love to be able to do a project like this. And, hi Caitlin. But for now, we're just going to put this aside. I just want to kind of show you how the product is used. Here is another example of what I did. This one here was metal. It's a metal letter. And this one I had to use the Prime Start on because I wanted to make sure that the rust doesn't eat through the paint and go to my metal. And then this is what I created using, you know me, I use all of them. Look how cute that is. All the different layers. This is me using all 3 patina colors and the 2 sprays. This does not have any gator hide or the patina guard on it. This is just one of my examples I have here at the shop. Okay, let's get back and check in with our line and see how he's, wow. Okay, you can see some of the rust and the blues and the greens, but I'm not really satisfied with right here though. Still to me looks like it needs to do a little bit more chemical reacting, but I'm going to help it. I'm going to add a little bit more iron because I love this look And the more I put on it, the more it's going to react. And then, of course, more green spray. And looks to me like I need to do something with his nose. Looks a little like I missed it. So let's see, I'm going to put a little bit of iron here. Then a little bit, let's see, I'll put a little bit of the bronze next to it. And I'm gonna spray it with the blue. And hit it with a little bit of green. Just because you can mix these and get a depth, a deep look. Now, he has a lot on his face. It's gonna take a while to dry. However, this will create a beautiful deep, a deep with depth, with very authentic looking. Probably will have to catch his face on the pictures that I post later. When I'm off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of his body. But really quick, while he's drying, I want to talk about a few things. For those of you that don't know, we have a Facebook inventory page. Not everything's on there, but we have a lot of things that are on there. It's called Pickin Boots Vintage Inventory. It's a Facebook group. You can search it and you can click join, and you can join and you can see everything we have here at the shop, or a lot of it. We're also going to be starting vendor spotlights. What's going to happen is I'm going to stream live with a fellow vendor. I'll be here at the store in front of their booth. They'll be at home on their couch or on their lanai, and we're going to go through the booth and we're going to talk about a few things that they have for sale. You can respond to that live and talk about price, measurements, all that kind of stuff. If it's something you're interested in, we can invoice you, and then after the invoice is paid, we can arrange for curbside pickup outside. Again, we're going to do that for whatever vendor is interested here at the shop. We will let you know when those are scheduled. Another thing that we're offering is, if you're interested in paint, this is a great time to stay home and paint. Nervous to try it? I'll be doing some live webinars where you can learn, and I'm going to do those for free. If you need paint, you can either buy it on my website, you can call the store, you can email us, we can invoice you, and then we can also do curbside pickup for you. If it's something that I'm out of, or you just want to do a whole big order, we can drop ship it. There will be free shipping over $50. Another thing, I'm putting together some kits so you can order them online, which will be active later today. I have one kit that's ready to go. It is the beloved gnome, and I have you'll be getting all the paint and supplies you'll need, directions on how to paint your gnome, or I'm going to be setting up a time where we can do it's going to be a private chat with, I can do up to 10 people in the chat. We can all be live video if you want to, and we can paint our gnomes together. That will be on the website later today to order. You can pick your color. We have, I think, 69 Dixie Belle colors. So, also we have a 18-inch Easter egg, which will be coming next week. I'll put that on the website as soon as I get that in. I just recently had it ordered. It should be here next week. And if you have any ideas or any kind of kits that you want that we can put together for you, let us know. Our the lettering bar is going to be offering some lettering classes too, and we'll have more specifics on that too. It'll be on our Facebook page or on email. Speaking of email, if you're not on our email list and you want to stay up to date on what's going on here at the store, you can go to our website and add your email. You can go to our Facebook page on the left-hand column if you're still the old Facebook setup, and click subscribe to email. If you've chosen to do the new email or the new Facebook setting, it's across the top. It says subscribe to email. Just put your email in there. Some of you have said you haven't gotten our emails. Please check your spam folders, or simply just add us to your address book. Okay. Hey Maria. Okay, let's see. Anything that I'm forgetting? Let's see. Wow. He's really coming together before our eyes. And see, anything else? If you have any questions about the Dixie Belle Patina line, add them to here or on the replay if you watch it later, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. And also, I want to start doing Technique Tuesday, which every Tuesday at 11 o'clock, I'm going to come on here live on Instagram and Facebook and cover something that's with painting. It doesn't have to be Dixie Belle related. It can be anything that I have here in the store. We have transfers, we have the stamps, we have the Maker Studio paint. We can do ceramic on some paint on a dish. I can show you how to do that when you bake it and it'll stay on there. We have all kinds of things. So if you have a suggestion for our Technique Tuesday, go ahead and respond here. And if you know anybody who would be interested in learning the patina that I showed you today, go ahead and share this video with them. All right, well, just to let you know, the store is open. We are following all the CDC guidelines. We have plenty of Lysol and Clorox wipes. We are keeping it under a certain amount in the store. We are keeping our distance. But if you're interested in something, like I said, curbside service, or we can even hold it to you till this all goes away. Anyway, we appreciate your support and stay safe out there, guys. All right, see you guys next Tuesday at 11.